pregnancy is an incredibly stressful time. I work with a provider who calls pregnancy the ultimate stress test. And I think that's a wonderful thing of thinking about it, because for a lot of women, if you have a physical vulnerability, perhaps you're intolerant to metabolizing certain types of carbohydrates, you are going to become diabetic. It's not because pregnancy made you diabetic. It's that when your body was put under the stress of a pregnancy, this diabetes revealed itself. So this was a weakness that you already had. Pregnancy is the ultimate stress test. The thing I would like to say, and it's very important, and I know this is a serious topic, but it's very important for women and also for families to understand that perinatal mood disorders in pregnancy and in the postpartum period up to a year after pregnancy are dangerous. The greatest risk during pregnancy is perinatal suicide. Perinatal suicide is accountable for up to 20% of maternal deaths during pregnancy and in the first year postpartum. So
20% of deaths. I just kind of want to slow down and focus, put a limelight on that of all the different things that can hurt women or take a woman's life in the pregnancy. Yeah. It's the depression. It's the suicidality. Wow.
So suicide is incredibly dangerous. Mood disorders are dangerous. They're treatable, but they can be very dangerous. And that risk, that 20% cause of maternal deaths during pregnancy and in the postpartum, that is higher than the risk of postpartum hemorrhage and hypertensive disorders. And because of the news and celebrities and things like that, women have become very aware of the risks of postpartum hemorrhage and postpartum hypertensive disorders of pregnancy and in the postpartum period. And so now women need to become aware of how dangerous mood disorders can be.
And how it's just almost like we need a checklist for OBGYNs to review at maybe different stages. Because I don't remember being asked much about my emotional or mental health back when I was going to my OB at the time. And I remember you saying that it's like there almost needs to be a greater awareness and education, even within the OBGYN sphere, of just good questions to ask and resources to give women that there's not many available.
Yes, exactly. And so, medicine is alive and it changes and we learn new things and we incorporate new things. Pregnancy is a big process. And, it's a big life event. And there's a lot of things that providers are looking for when they're providing prenatal care. And mental health is bubbling up. It's becoming a bigger and bigger concern. But for a lot of providers, it was not part of basic training. So a lot of providers are, we do have tools. We do have screening tools that we can use in pregnancy to screen for mental health. And we do have one that is pretty much standard in a postpartum visit. But, sometimes we have to depend on our mental health colleagues for support and for help with dealing with women with mental health issues, because we are trained to identify and screen, but we're not really trained to treat extensively. We can treat physical things and we can treat, we have some basic mood disorders. We can treat anxiety and we can treat, simple anxiety, simple depression. We can treat those things during pregnancy and in the postpartum period, but we kind of rely on our mental health partners for help with counseling and things like that.
And so with the medication medical side of it that you can help women with by writing those prescriptions, getting them connected with the right medication, what a lot of research is showing is that the effectiveness of medication combined with counseling, it's like it doubles that effectiveness. Because if your brain is working as it should now, how you were before, you've already created that mindset, those thought patterns, those habits. If you continue those habits, even if your brain's working perfectly, you're still stuck in this negative, shameful place that will hold you down despite your anatomy working perfectly. So it's like that. We have to have both sides of the coin at the same time.